Did you know that Brisbane, a city rich in vibrant landmarks and a hub of tourist attractions, will host the Olympics in 2032? The 2032 Olympic Games aim to speed up the plans needed for future growth. That is just the beginning of Australia's incredible transformation. This country is working on amazing projects with advanced technology, huge buildings and stunning ideas. They are considered Australia's megaprojects that will shape the country's future to a new level. In this video, we'll look at the top 10 game-changing projects that will give you a different perspective on the great southern land. So, stay with us until the end. On number 1, we have the Suburban Railway Loop. It is good news for the people living in Melbourne, Victoria, because this project will bring so much convenience to your transportation. Suburban Rail Loop will be a 90-kilometre rail system that connects each significant line of trains from the Frankston system to the Werribee line through Melbourne Airport. The $125 billion project is divided into 4 primary parts. First, we have the Suburban Rail Loop East, which will run from Cheltenham to Box Hill. The construction of this project started in June 2022 and is expected to be open for you in 2025. The trains will take a break in Cheltenham, Clayton, Monash, Glen Waverley, Burwood and Box Hill stations. The second one is the Suburban Rail Loop North, which will be a link between Box Hill and Melbourne Airport. That means you can easily reach the airport and take your flight. The North Loop plans to have 7 additional stations for you, including Doncaster, Heidelberg, Bundoora, Reservoir, Faulkner, Broadmeadows and Melbourne Airport respectively. However, you gotta be patient because the development work will be finalised in 2053. We're moving toward the third part, the Suburban Rail Loop West, running from Sunshine to Werribee. This loop will add significance to road and rail developments currently under construction. Stations will be constructed at the Sunshine Precinct, Victoria University, Sunshine University, and the Joan Kerner Women's and Children's Hospital. Finally, Rail Project Victoria will build the Suburban Rail Loop Airport, linking the Melbourne Airport with Sunshine. The plan additionally includes the construction of a new station at Keilor East as well. I understand how the Metro has made our lives smoother. To add more efficiency to our modern transportation, Australia plans to expand its Metro lines to a new extent. Do you know Sydney Metro is Australia's largest public transportation project worth $25 billion? Until 2030, the Sydney Metro project will include 4 lines, 46 stations and 113 kilometres of new railway tracks, making it easier to travel within the city. This metro will transform your life, making it Australia's largest city travel network, connecting Sydney from north, west, south and greater west to rapid, more systematic subway services with platforms utterly accessible to you. Like the Suburban Railway Loop, the Sydney Metro also has several options for you from different directions in the city. The Sydney Metro Northwest, launched on May 26, 2019, runs every 4 minutes and provides services at the 13 metro stations. That means you don't have to wait any longer because the train is coming immediately. The line will be expanded into the central business district of Sydney by 2024. Similarly, the Sydney Metro City and Southwest is a 30-kilometre expansion of the Sydney Metro Northwest. It will open in mid-2024 with 7 new metro stations and 11 renovated stations. Coming to the Sydney Metro West is a 24-kilometre tunnel metro rail that links Parramatta to Sydney CBD. This vast expansion of the Sydney Metro is all set for you by 2032. Not only the roads, but Australia is also making way for you through tunnels as well. Let's see how. With its cutting-edge technology and exceptional infrastructure used in the Melbourne Metro Tunnel, the project's worth is $12.58 billion. This under-construction project will give you a new means of comfort and make your transportation smoother by continuously operating more trains through Melbourne. The Metro Tunnel project will construct a new end-to-end twin 9-kilometre rail tunnel route connecting Sunbury in the west with Cranbourne-Pakenham in the southeast. Beside this, it will add 5 additional stations to the Metro, boosting and maximising the immense capacity for communication and productivity. The Melbourne Metro Tunnel expansion will allow more than 500,000 extra weekly travellers. That sounds phenomenal, right? Melbourne's Metro Tunnel project will be ready and operational by 2025. On number 4, we have the West Gate Tunnel project. Millions of people and vital supplies go through Melbourne's major freeways daily, with the West Gate Freeway being one of the most crowded. transporting over 200,000 vehicles. That is hard to believe, I know. It's not easy to manage the flow of this many vehicles. The Westgate Bridge is at its maximum capacity, and a single event can end the transportation network. Apart from that, the giant trucks in the west must have alternate roads to maximize the load and reach their destination. This demand resulted in the development of the Westgate Tunnel. It's a $10.2 billion collaboration transportation project between the Victorian government and Transurban. The Westgate Tunnel will provide Melbourne with a second expressway link between the west and the city, serving as an essential alternate to the Westgate Bridge and a second river crossing. As a consequence, the Westgate Tunnel project will aim to decrease traffic congestion on the Westgate Freeway and Bridge while reducing the number of trucks on residential streets. This means smoother and safer journeys for you ahead. Did you know that Queensland holds the award for the world's biggest coral reef system and supports thousands of marine species? The Bruce Highway Tunnel will be an advantage for you when you visit this coastal haven, stretching over 7,000 kilometers. The 1,700-kilometer Bruce Highway is Queensland's principal north-south road corridor. It connects coastal population centers from Brisbane to Cairns, serving around 58% of the state's population. From 2022 to 2023 to 2031 to 2032, the Australian government has committed over $8.5 billion to the Bruce Highway to implement critical updates throughout the path. The route connects inland producing areas to 11 coastal ports and significant regional centers, making it necessary for shipping goods. Additionally, the southern end will serve as an essential commuter route and a great tourist destination for your next summer vacation. This project is going to be a massive breakthrough in Australia's success. Once completed, it'll be Australia's largest green energy project and the world's largest pumped storage plant. Snowy 2.0 is a pumped hydropower retention and supply project now being built by Snowy Hydro, a power-producing company in New South Wales, NSW, Australia. It is an expansion of the 1974 launched Snowy Mountains hydroelectric scheme. This project was scheduled to be completed in 2024. However, it was delayed due to several circumstances, including the COVID-19 epidemic that turned everyone's life upside down. In addition, the worldwide supply chain interruption and the inflation rate also played a massive part in the project's delay. It is scheduled to be completed in December 2028 and operate by December 2029. The facility will deliver reliable and inexpensive energy by adding 2 GW of hydroelectric generation capacity to the Snowy scheme, which currently has 3.8 GW of installed capacity. The next project, which is the Melbourne to Brisbane In-Rail, will unlock potential benefits for you and your business endeavours. The $6.3 billion project will feature 18 stations, 11 of which will be interchanges, and 2 will connect to cross-river rail stations. The Brisbane Metro will offer high-energy speedy transit service along 20 kilometres of busy busway from the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospitals to 8-mile planes. The Metro will deploy 60 trackless rubber-tired Metro vehicles, each capable of carrying 150 people on multiple routes. The project is power-packed, with keeping you up with the population's expanding freight operations. It will reduce your dependency on highways to transport freight and improve market access for enterprises, manufacturers, and producers. This project will undoubtedly create new possibilities in regional Australia. The next project we'll look into is the Western Sydney Infrastructure Plan. About $4.4 billion has been invested by the Australian and New South Wales administrations over 10 years. That is a huge number. When this airport opens for you in 2026, it is anticipated to provide a high-quality surface transportation network to ensure the efficient movement of passengers, staff, and trade. The Western Sydney Infrastructure Plan, WSIP, comprises initiatives such as the M12 motorway, which connects the M7 motorway to the Northern Road, and the Western Sydney International Airport, which is our next biggest megaproject in Australia. Who does not like to travel in airplanes? The views you get from above the grounds are definitely a lifetime experience. To enhance this experience of yours, the Western Sydney International Nancy Bird Walton Airport is currently under construction and is scheduled to open in 2026. It's a $4 billion transformational construction endeavour that would boost economic activity, bring jobs closer to residents of Western Sydney, and fulfil Sydney's expanding aviation requirements. The Western Sydney Airport will offer international, local and shipping services and will be a full-service airport with no curfew. At least 30% of the project team will be local throughout construction and 50% throughout operations. At least 10% of the workforce will be of different ethnicities, with Native Americans accounting for 2.4%. This means the commencement of this airport will also bring many opportunities to your table. Finally, last but not least, we have a square kilometre array. And you know that Australia is a member of the worldwide organisation formed and built to maintain the SKA Observatory, the world's most powerful radio astronomy observatory. The SKA project, an international endeavour to construct the planet's biggest and most powerful radio astronomy observatory, aims to advance transformative science and enhance our understanding of the universe. It consists of 131,072 antennas that absorb low-frequency radio waves. Each antenna will be 2 meters tall, reminding you of a Christmas tree. Construction on the SKA telescopes has begun and is projected to be completed by 2028. That's all for today. How do you see these mega projects creating a shiny future for Australia in upcoming years? Please let us know in the comments area below. And don't forget to press the bell icon for more fantastic content worldwide. See you next time.